fruits and vegetables. And here today, I'm in the Up and Farms test kitchen with my favorite chef.
Hello, I'm Chef Nick Wallace, a local chef in Jackson, Mississippi.
And we've got some exciting news for you. We have a new CSA available soon. So a CSA is actually a community-supported agriculture, which just means that it's a box of freshly sourced fruits and vegetables that comes to you weekly for you to be able to use for your family. But Chef, what can we find in some of our CSAs?
We got some really good broccoli, we have some tomatoes, we have some crookneck squash, we have zucchini in here, we have some beets, and we have some collard greens.
Collards.
And my favorite of it all is some curly kale.
Curly kale.
Love kale.
Is there straight kale?
It is straight kale.
Oh, cool.
It's all kinds of kale.
Well, when you get your CSA home, it may be a little overwhelming, especially because it doesn't come necessarily like when you buy it in the grocery store already washed, sliced, prepared, the way I like to buy my fruits and vegetables. So Nick, what's the first thing we should do when we get our box at home?
Inspect your produce, and then after that, you want to submerge it in water. And if you have any root vegetables in there, just like we have a beet, you want to maybe give it a little bit of scrub, and you'll see all the dirt just drop down to the bottom of your sink.
And for those hardier vegetables, use one of those soft bristle brushes to get in there and make sure you get some of the loose dirt off before you use it. Now, storing is the most important because you want to make sure your produce is super dry before you put it in the refrigerator. Remember, any moisture is going to really make your produce spoil a whole lot quicker. So dry it out really well and then pat it down with paper towels, put it in an airtight container, put a layer of paper towels on top, actually flip that container over so the moisture drains to that paper towel. You can then move it and replace it as you use your fresh produce. Now, Nick, we got it washed, we've got it stored. Are you going to help us prepare it?
Absolutely, and thank you for the great tip about storing. So we're going to take this potato peeler, and we're going to go through all our products here. We're going to use a knife because I'm going to show you how to chiffonade some greens, but we're going to do a raw salad, and it's going to have a really easy homemade dressing. You're going to see it's going to be super quick and super fun.
Well, I can't wait, and neither can you. So stick with us because up next we're going to make his super duper simple raw salad. Chef Nick, what are we cooking?
Well, we're peeling up some salads, very, very super easy. Potato peeler is my main equipment. All right, we're going to go into the preparation of this very easy peeled vegetable salad. We're going to start with the zucchini, and all I'm going to do is just snip the top and bottom off. And two, I want you to know that you can keep these things in Ziploc bags, throw them in your freezer, and you can use them later for vegetable stock. All right, so we're going to go into the zucchini, and we're just going to peel, and it's super easy to do. You're going to keep the skin, and you're going to take them all the way down to the seeds. And so now, it reminds you of almost like pappardelle pasta. Really easy, and this is something that the kids can do. All right, now I'm going to go into the yellow squash, and we're going to do the same thing for the yellow squash, and we're going to peel the squash. That was pretty easy, huh? Now we're going to take the carrots, and this is one of those other good things too that you can save for the stock. On the carrot, I'm not going to use the skin of the carrots here. And you can when the carrots are really thin and long, to be safe on those, just lay them down on the cutting board and just turn them. And you're going to take all the outer skin off first. And now you're going to go into the meat of it to use for your salad. It's going to add a lot of color in your salad. So now, when your kids or you are eating, you can take a fork and you can turn them just like you're eating pasta in a bowl. All right, next we're going to go into the turnip, and we're going to cut the top and bottom off of the turnip. All right, so just be careful. Turnips get pretty stubborn when you cut them. Just make sure your knife is sharp. So we're just going to peel the skin off of the turnip. Just reminds you of just peeling a potato. Just want to get all the bruised marks off of it. So if you wanted to just take the turnip and just dice it, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to use the potato peeler if you don't want. You just take all your scraps, go right into that bowl. I'm just going to peel. See, super easy to do. You almost made like turnip chips. Super easy. All right, next we're going to go into the collard greens. All right, we're going to go through and I'm going to show you how to slice this properly so you can just add it into a bowl and eat it raw. So just like your grandmother did, is she always pulled this back from the big stems of it. So we're going to go back probably about this far. We're going to throw this in a pile. We're going to take the green and we're actually going to fold it up once. And then we're going to start rolling it up, kind of like a taco burrito.
Yeah, I like burritos.
That way. And we're just going to,
look at there.
yep, just like that. You can see it that way. So we're just going to hold it in place. And we're going to curl up our fingers because we want to stay safe. So we're going to use this to be our guard here. So we're going to start slicing. And as we're slicing, we're going to move our fingers back.
Now, I feel like you're teaching me a life hack.
I think so too.
I would have laid this son of a gun out and just thinly sliced it row by row, but you're making it look so much easier and doable.
Really easy to eat now.
Oh, yeah, so it's not the big bites of like a little bit bitterness.
Alright, we're going to go into slicing our tomato. So we're just going to go straight down on our tomato. A lot of times folks just take the part that the stem from the stem and they go and start digging and all, and then you end up with this big round circle. I don't want you.
Have you been in my kitchen?
Yeah, I've seen it. So we're not going to focus on that, okay? Don't focus on that. So we're going to slice, turn to the side.
Well, I'll be.
Really super easy to do.
So we're going to add that to our bowl, our rainbow colors over here. So what's next, Chef?
All right, we're going to go into a red onion.
But there's a quick tip. If you actually stick your onion in the freezer for 2 to 3 minutes before you cut it, it actually holds down whatever it is that makes you cry, and you cry less.
As a kid, I remember my grandmother cutting onions in the kitchen, and I come in and I'm just full of tears, and she'd say, "Put your face in the refrigerator just for 2 minutes, and you'll be okay." So that's what happened. So all right, so we're gonna just slice in half, and we're gonna peel.
See, I would have messed with that and tried to get it all off at once.
So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put a really good julienne cut on this. Super easy. So we're doing the same thing that we pretty much did on the collards. We're going to protect our fingers.
All right, so now we've got lots of different colors. I'm just going to mix this up just a minute so you can see all the beauty that we have in here. So what's next?
All right, we're going to go into beets.
Beets. It's scary. He's scary. We need to give him, he needs a name. I feel like he could be a mascot.
Good. I love beets.
Ooh.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
So too, I want to show you something about the beet greens. You can treat the beet greens just like the collard greens. So we're going to fold over once, and we're going to roll up just like a burrito.
Fold and roll.
And we're just going to start slicing. And we're going to add this right into our mix.
Really mind blown. Like, I didn't realize it was that easy. Fold and roll.
Super easy.
All right.
Okay. So we're just going to go back into the beet and we're going to start slicing the top and bottom off. We're going to go back to the potato peeler and we're just going to peel off top skin.
So beets are a root vegetable, right? But they're actually not a starchy vegetable. So usually when we think root vegetables, we think potatoes, we think carrots, we think sweet potatoes and all kinds of potatoes. And those are what we call starchy vegetables that have just a little bit more carbohydrates in them, which if you're trying to manage your diabetes, those are the things you want to manage in good portion. Beets, being a root vegetable, actually are not considered a starchy vegetable. So we can eat those in larger amounts and they affect our blood sugar less.
All right, so it's pretty easy going through the beet. It's just a little bit of peeling. We're just going to add enough to put a lot of color in our salad. And we're going to move on to our herbs next.
There we go.
So we're going to go into our cilantro. So we're just going to cut off just a little bit of our cilantro and also our parsley. Just keep in mind too on your parsley and your cilantro, you don't want to throw away stems. That could be on those vegetable scrap piles, and you can use that to make a lot of great soups too for the winter.
I wish we had smell-o-vision because literally when you start to chop fresh herbs and spices, you can just smell the delicious aroma.
Now this is going to be really good for the salad. So This recipe calls for peanuts and blueberries. If you're allergic to any nuts, just leave them out. I love the fruitiness in here with the blueberries, so we're going to add the blueberries to the salad. We're going to add the nuts.
Now, if you are allergic to peanuts, you could replace that with some roasted chickpeas.
Good idea.
Be really good.
Good
All right,
idea.
so up next is the dressing, right?
The dressing, and it's going to be all you.
You're going to put me to work?
Yes.
I don't work. I can whisk. All right, so what's first?
All right, we're going to start with a spoonful of Dijon mustard.
All righty. Now, the good thing about making your homemade dressings is you know what's in them. You can reduce the salt for one, as well as any added fat that you don't want. What's
Very
next?
true. Orange juice.
Just good old OJ?
Yep.
Ooh, that's going to give a little sweetness.
Honey.
Great local honey that we have available here in Mississippi.
Lemon juice. All right, you can hit with just a little bit of salt and pepper.
When you say hit, you mean pinch and
Pinch.
Pinch and poke.
Yes. Dash.
ooh, I feel fancy.
And you can go ahead and get that a whisk. Just whip it really good.
Now, if you don't happen to have a whisk at home, I'm sure you can do it with a fork, right?
Yes.
See, my granny taught me how to do eggs with a fork. You didn't use a whisk.
If you got a blender at home, use the blender. You want to save the oil for at the end. I'm going to whisk while you drizzle the oil now.
Ooh, tag team. Well, what kind of oil do you have here?
That's extra virgin olive oil.
All right. Now, anytime you can use a plant-based oil, you're going to get more properties that are going to help protect your heart. So not all fats are the same.
Okay.
I just want to stick a finger in it.
Now we're going to just add a little bit of dressing to our salad.
Just drizzle it.
Yeah, we're just going to drizzle it.
Now, I'd say if you're going to make this for your family, I would serve it this way and have the dressing on the side and allow your guests to add what they want. And it will keep in the refrigerator without the dressing on it
Very true.
longer. You
Okay.
want to toss that? Nope,
Let you toss.
it's all me.
This is going to be a really beautiful salad when it gets on the plate.
And the beautiful thing is you can add as much or as little as you like. What I love about this recipe is we didn't turn on one oven, a stove, or even the microwave. No heat required.
Yep. Beautiful.
That's beautiful. All right, so I get to taste.
Yep.
Because now I'm exhausted. I worked so hard. Let me make sure I get all the vegetables, the colors. You're not gonna make fun of me if I get a big old bite.
It's good.
It's crunchy. The flavors. I was worried that the collards would be a little bitter. To be honest, they're not. The other vegetables, the way they're cut, just really offers like a soft bite. And then the peanuts. The dressing's delicious.
Tasty.
Tasty. You're gonna want to try this. This is gonna be a favorite. Again, you can make this in a really big container, like if you made a big batch of it, put it in a tight airlock container, put the paper towel on top, flip that back over, set that in, put your dressing in a container next to it. It can last you all week. This could be lunch for you. You could grill up some meat if you wanted to, or fresh fish, and then you could pair that and you would have a healthy lunch on the go all week long, or an easy dinner, pull out of the refrigerator and done.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Great
you,
job.
Chef.
It's a really good job.
If you make it, let us know. Come online, show us your recipes that you've done at home with your CSA, your community supported agriculture, and thank you to Upland Farms and to U.S. Foods for
US
providing us our test kitchen.
Thank you.